Welcome, dear student. Standard 8. Today we are going to start Unit 2, 2.1 poem, that is Vocation. Let's meet the poet Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was born on 7th May 1861 in Calcutta during British India. He was not only a writer but also a painter, a philosopher, and a composer. Rabindranath Tagore won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. He was the first non European to win the prize. He was an avid reader right from his childhood. He wrote mostly in Bengali, which was later translated to English. So, the poem which we are going to learn today, Vocation, has been taken from his Nobel winning collection of poems, Gitanjali, as a profoundly innocent, fresh, and beautiful verses. It was originally written in Bengal and subsequently translated into English by Rabindranath Tagore himself. He believed that the role of education was to inspire curiosity and not merely to explain facts. So let us understand about the poem. So, vocation is a feeling and expression of a young boy who desires and wishes and get attracted towards the people. It shows a state of his innocent mind and why he get attracted to people around him. He is envious of his people and he thinks they have much more freedom and enjoy life much more than him. At three different points of time during a day, the boy is impressed by three different people having different job or vocation. They are the hawkers who sells the bangles, the gardener, and the watchman. Now, what do vocation means? Vocation refers to a profession or a job or an occupation done by people to earn money. And this boy is so attracted to their jobs, the gardener, the hawkers, and the salesman jobs, it, that he thinks that there is a lot of freedom in their job and each of them can do what he as a small boy cannot do. So let's start with the poem. Vocation. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by a lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road, crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." When at 4 in the afternoon I come back from the school, I can see through the gate that house the gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task if he get baked in the sun or get wets. I wish I were a gardener, digging away at the garden, with nobody to stop me from digging. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed, I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye. in its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman, walking the street all night, chasing the shadow with my lantern. Rabindranath Tagore. Let us understand each para in detail. When the gong sound 10 in the morning and I walk to school by a lane, every day I meet the hawker crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road, crying, "Bangles, crystal bangles." When at 4 in the afternoon I come back from the school. Okay, so this is the first para. Here the speaker is a small school going child. He says when the gong sound 10 in the morning. Gong is a metal disc with a turned rib giving a resonant note when struck. Okay, so when the gong sound 10 and I have to walk to school, that means that the child day started. So first task of a child was to go school. So here next he says, so I meet every time a hawker. Hawker is who? A person who travels and shouts to sell goods. And what kind of goods? Here in the form it's bangles and crystal bangles. Crystal is a jewel which look clear and transparent. So the child is attracted towards the hawker. He thinks that the hawker is free from any foundation, no time constraint for him. Hawker have unlimited time for himself. He doesn't have to rush anywhere. He can spend his day anywhere. He can move freely from place to place and can take a break anytime. So there is no limit to hawker. Then the child wished to be a hawker, where he said, "I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road." So the child wished to be a hawker and wanted to spend his day like how hawker is crying bangles, crystal bangles, and sell the bangles. So with any condition. So here we see that the child needs freedom from going school. Okay. Next, I can see through the gate that house the gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task. If he gets baked in the sun or gets wet, I wish I were a gardener, digging away at the garden, with nobody to stop me from digging. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed. So here we see the child, after coming back from school at 4 in the afternoon, notice the gardener through the gate of the house. Okay, gardener is the one who cultivates garden or the one who plants, okay, in the garden. So he noticed the gardener. So what he said that again here is the child is attracted by the freedom which the gardener has. So he wish I were a gardener digging away the garden. So here he is attracted with the gardener. So he thinks that even the gardener has the freedom to be in the dust and do the things of his choice with his spade, the tools that is the spade. So the child thinks that the gardener has the freedom. Now, freedom of what? Like dirty his clothes with the soil, play with his tool, that the spade, like in the and stay long time in the sun, that the longer hours, get wet with sweat or do anything. Nobody takes him to task, that nobody will scold and correct him. Take him to task means no one. Like if you get dirty, so your mother shout. Okay, yes. Your mother will shout at you. But here, the gardener, if he gets dirty or he gets wet or he dirty his their clothes, so no one is there to scold and correct the gardener. So here the child says that he has a freedom, so no one will punish him. No one will stop him from digging the soil. Why? Because he is a gardener. Yes, students, the gardener task is to dig up, plant seeds, sow the seeds. Yes or no? So here he thinks, the child thinks he has a freedom because he's a gardener to dig at any place in the garden. So here we see he has a genuine reason to plant. Yes or no? The gardener has a reason to plant, but a small boy cannot dig anywhere because he doesn't have that much of freedom. So here we see the child next attraction was a gardener. Let's see ahead. I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman swings his lantern and walks with a shadow as his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman, walking the street all night, chasing the shadow with my lantern. So here, when her mother puts him to bed to sleep in the room, and there were used to be an open window at this house. So from there, the child is noticing a watchman is walking up here and there. Okay, walking up and down means walking here and there from side to side. In the dark, lonely street. So there were no one. He's the alone who is walking in the dark. He also had a lamp in his hand, that is lantern. Lantern means a transparent material made to protect a flame or light. So he has a lantern in his hand. It's just like a lamp. So he also had like lamp in his hand, which looked to him like a superhuman, giant, an imaginary superhuman with a red eye in its head. So this is just an imagination of this child. Yes, no, student. This is just an imagination that the child is thinking about a superhuman. And so the child, he said, he will move his lamp from one side to another. His shadow was also visible on his side while he walks. So see here, the child is noticing so much thing all day. Even though he is on his bed, still he's noticing the watchman. So the watchman are carrying a lamp in his hand, and even he is moving here and there. Even the shadow is visible. So the child thought that the watchman will never have slept at night all his life. That is not possible. Yes, children? But here the child is innocent. So he is again thinking in his mind that he is roaming outside in the dark. He gets permission to roam. Even he has a freedom to roam, even if he is having lamp with him and he's enjoying the night because nobody is forcing to sleep. You can see, so he wished I were a watchman walking the street all night, chasing the shadow with my lantern. So the year the child was so attracted to the watchman moves that he wished to be a watchman too, so that he could run, walk in the night, run, roam here and there, and can have a peaceful, lonely time with himself. And he has just thinking about that he will never sleep at night. So you can see the child is so frustrated that even he doesn't want a sleep. He just a freedom. Now what kind of freedom? Freedom of what? Do the parents parent or from their friends or from the school? But the child needs a freedom. Okay. So after reciting the stanza each in detail, let's see its summary. I hope you understood the poem well, but let's focus on all over the parts. So here in this poem, vocation, we see the child wishes to be a hawker, so so that he can cry loudly shout bangles, crystal bangles. But my dear student, the child was very innocent. It seems he just wanted freedom. Like freedom of what? Thus, the child is born with any work or a job? Do you think? No, yes. But still he want freedom, just as he saw the other vocation. So he want to impress. So he was impressed with their jobs and attracted towards their work. But student, it's not easy tasks as we see hawkers. They spend the whole day to earn money. They need to shout sales in the heat and cold all day long. Even they doesn't have any holiday. Nor they has its own place. They used to move from one place to another to sell their goods. And there is no time to eat and sleep properly. But still the child thinks that the hawkers have the freedom to move from one place to another, and can anytime they can have a recess time like a short break. But still we see the hawkers doesn't have. Even the child when moves towards the gardener, he thought that the gardener also having the same freedom. So here we see even even the gardener has some freedom, like what? Like the gardener needs to plant daily with water without missing any of the days, just because the plant needs water. Otherwise the plant will die. And the gardener need to protect his garden from unwanted weeds, like unwanted plants, small grasses or rocks, or any other animals who will enter into the garden or destroy the garden or even harm. So the gardener has to look at these things also. So even the gardener needs to work in heat and cold, though they get dirty from mud. So but still if you see, they are getting dirty. But they cannot wear nice clothes, student, every day, just because they know that the clothes will be going to dirty, and soil will be there, their sweats will be there. So they cannot wear their favorite clothes, like one day they can wear some nice dress. No, they can't, because there are too many weeds in the garden. uh, Even the plants are there, big small trees are there. So like a gardener cannot, and he has to dig deep to plant. So digging is not an easy task, student. It takes lots of efforts. But here the child feels that the gardener had the freedom of his own. The child, the next wishes was to be watchman. Okay, the child next wish was to be watchman. Now you can see how poor the child imagination is, student. He doesn't know what the hard work a watchman does. So this is also not an easy task. Yes, a watchman protects us from the thief or any kind of disturbance during night. So in the dark he takes round and round of our house so that we may be safe. So he stay whole night awake. He doesn't even take rest at night. It is just because he care for us. So thus a stronger man who fight whole night with himself to be awake and let us sleep peacefully. But here we see the child imagine that why not he will be a watchman, so that he had a freedom to be awake whole night and roam here and there around the street, and doesn't want to sleep. Okay, so this is not an easy vocation, but the child thinks. So the student, do you know that, like, do you think that these vocation are easy? Just because the whatever profession it is important to be respected. We need to respect every individual and their works. Now, always appreciate towards their hard work, because every task and work is difficult in world. Where there is no pain, there is no gain. Means we need to take challenges and difficulties to overcome this. Just this boy is very innocent. He just dream of to get a freedom. But if you see this vocation, every vocation is differ, and it takes lots of efforts. So this was a very beautiful poem which Rabindranath Tagore has written in Bengali and then translated into English. Okay, I hope you understood this poem very well. So let's move ahead with the poetic effects. So poem and the poet is a vocation is a poem. It's written by Rabindranath Tagore, and the tone is direct and simple. The language which is used in the stanza is very clear. The structure and stanzas are unequal. As we have seen, there's no that the structures are unequal length means the lines varies from each stanza. There is no rhymes and rhythm. It's a free verse poem. That means there's no kind of any kind of rhyming or rhythm in the poem. There is a figure of speech such as alliteration, repetitions, and so. Let's discuss in detail. First figure of speech is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of initial consonant sound, that is the alphabet, into other neighboring words. Okay, let's start with the examples. First one, I can see through the gate the gardener digging the ground. So here we see, student, the alphabet G. The sound of G is repeated thrice for better poetic effect. Next, he does what he likes with his spade. He soiled his clothes. So here we see the sound of S is repeated twice in the sentence for better poetic effect. Next, nobody takes him to task. So here again the sound of T is repeated twice. Next, I wish I were a watchman walking the street all night. So this is another example of alliteration. Here we see the W, the consonant W sound is repeated again and again for just emphasizing the sentence. Okay, let's move ahead. Next figure of speech is repetition. So repetition is a literary device that repeats the same words or phrases a few times to make an idea clear and more memorable in the stanza. So in the first para, we see the words bangle, crystal bangles. The words bangles and bangles is repeated twice. Okay, for rhetorical as a figure of speech. Next, there is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. So here we see the word no is repeated thrice for better poetic effect. Let's move ahead. Onomatopoeia. So it's when a word is formed from a sound associated with it. It is known as onomatopoeia words. The other figure of speech, for example, bang bang, tap, crash, whistle, ding dong, click click, and so on. So from the poem we have when the gong sound 10 in the morning. So you see the word gong. So gong is an onomatopoeic words. It's indicate the sound. Okay. Next. Question number 1. Which of the following words, phrase match in meaning to the underlined ones? So here we have an option given and down there's a question. So we need to find what does the phrase mean. Okay. The first one. Nobody takes him to task. So from the option we need to select. So nobody takes him to task means nobody scold and correct him. Next, if he gets baked in the sun, it doesn't mean that baked, it means exposed to heat. The meaning of it is exposed to heat. Next, chasing the shadow with my lantern. So, following imaginary goals. The small young boys have the freedom, needs the freedom. Next, the lane is dark and lonely. That is deserted. No one was there at all. Next, he soiled his clothes with dust. That means he dirties the clothing. Next, there is no road he must take. So there is no particular route that he must take. Okay. Next. Question number 2, think and answer in your own words. What is the difference between a hawker and a shopkeeper? You need to find student and write it down in your notebook. So make a differentiate between a hawker and a shopkeeper. See that you write it in a proper way. Next, why is the street light compared to a one red eye giant? So we know that the street light is very tall and has a single red light on the top. Yes or no? If you see outside the surrounding. So just think and you can write your own answer. Next, what exactly does the speaker in the poem crave for? So we have learned that the speaker, the young boy, was craving for to be a watchman, a gardener, and okay. So write it down in your own words. Next, do you think the hawker, the gardener, and the watchman are actually leading carefree lives? So we have discussed in the summary part 2. This is a person response. You need to write your opinion. So share your opinion that do you think, if yes, so also, and if no, then too you have to write. So be free to write your own person response. I hope you understood the poem well, and always remember that you need to respect everyone, elders, younger, older, and in even every vocation and profession. Thank you.